What's up, YouTube? I am Joe. I'm making my honest review on the SHURE MV7. I don't think too many of these reviews were too honest, to be honest with you, no pun intended there, but all the videos I watched on the SHURE MV7 would make you believe that it was close to the SM7B, which it's not. It's not even in the same category. In one of my videos that's playing behind me, and I'll link in the description below, I'm using the SHURE MV7. It sounds great. It only worked one time. And maybe that's the problem with actual USB microphones. They don't work that often. They're not that reliable and sturdy. Me being a music guy, and I've done music myself, I've done recording vocals for years. I was a strong believer on XLR. I kind of steered away when I started doing YouTube, but the SHURE MV7 must be sent out on a daily basis to all the big YouTube names that are doing technology and overall vocals, whatever. They're sent out to people to give their review and not their honest review. And they're probably holding up with that mic for like a week or two, or maybe that, to kind of show you that they still use it, but they don't use it. I'm being honest with you, and 100%. Between the actual mic, the mic is okay. It sounded okay, but like I said, next day I tried to record. It did not work no matter what I did. But I have a video proof that it worked the day before and it didn't move. I went to the same position. I never touched it. I came back to the same position. All I did was change the battery in the camera. Not too reliable and very expensive. And, you know, I hear these YouTubers saying, hey, don't go all out on your purchases when you're beginning YouTube. That's because they don't want you competing with them, to be honest with you. They're using the top of the line stuff, and they don't want you using it either because you could be more talented than they are. So listen to what I have to say. Don't break the bank for sure. I got a couple other suggestions. The SHURE MV7 is not your route. The SM7B is very expensive, even for me. I'm a up-and-coming YouTuber. Currently, I'm using the Yeti Black. I don't know what it sounds like yet, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm test trialing this one out as well. Hopefully, I don't give it a negative review. I have a couple other mics that I like to go over because I've actually tested these out as well. One of them was the HyperX Quad S. It was a really good mic. It really fooled me at first. I used it as a streaming microphone for gaming, and I didn't really hear myself besides in my headset. I used it for a couple of my recordings for my other niche, and it sounded really good. And it's really flimsy. You wouldn't think it would sound really good. It's got a condensed microphone, which that's always good when it's built inside. Doesn't feel solid like this microphone, the Yeti sounds. The Yeti Black is nice and solid. I hate to see the price on the actual arm for this one because you know it's got to weigh a lot to hold this thing up. This thing is probably, what, like 20, 30 pounds? Probably 20. I'm probably over-exaggerating. But it weighs way more than the HyperX Quad XS. It's a really good mic. I just didn't like it glowing all the time. It felt flimsy, and it just wasn't the sound that I was looking for. And I'm really, really, really picky when it comes to sound. Now, video, not so picky. We probably have the best camera that I can possibly think of. That is Sony ZV-1. And we kind of stuck with that one for a while. That's me and my wife. She has her channel as well, which I will link below. But that camera has been very good to us. Maybe I'm spoiled by all that. But, you know, as far as audio is concerned, I can't hit it. And maybe I could be wrong after this with the Yeti. I'm just kind of skeptical after all the selections that I have chosen and we both chosen. Really hit or miss. There's no in between with these. The Sony ZV-1, I had an honest review. With the SHURE MV7, it was really difficult. Even to find a good mic, it's still hard to find an honest review. If you're a beginner's YouTuber, don't want to spend a lot of money, my selection would be the HyperX Quadcast S. That is a perfect mic for you. If you don't want it lighting up like a Christmas tree, I'm pretty sure you can set it to one color. It just kind of was annoying, and it's still not the sound that I'm looking for. I'm a very particular person, so, and, you know, I'm really picky, so that was on me, but that's a really, really good mic. I think they're headed in the right direction overall with their products. I've tested some of those out with gaming when I had a gaming PC. Now I'm with the PlayStation 5, but they were really, really good. Next review is on the Samson G-Track Pro. Now, it's an okay mic, but at times it can be hit or miss. It's kind of like one of those cameras that focus directly on you and blur out the rest. Imagine your vocals. If you decide to move just a quarter inch to the left, quarter inch to the right, you kind of get distorted. And there's features to change that, but the directions are very vague. It's very strong, but I see it more of your recording mic. If you're recording, you're hitting hard, blah, 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 and you're whatever, if you're doing rock and roll or rap, whatever, and you're just staying stationary and you're not moving around too much. If you're moving around left and right and what have you, it's going to have its issues. Overall, of using the Samson, it's not a good mic. It's not for me, and I'd rather go with the Quadcast, to be honest with you. Right now, I'm currently using the Yeti Black. I like the look of it. I like the structure. I like the bass. I like the way it sits. It's not too hard to operate. It's very plain and simple. And it's a USB mic, so I'm kind of skeptical at the same time. I'm so used to using an interface. I'm so used to using XLR. It's kind of different. And then keeping it on is very difficult at the same time, paying attention to certain little details. But it's part of the business, it's part of the program, it's part of the situation. But I'll give my honest review about this, and I say, I don't know, a month. You can't really review it. These guys review it within a day or maybe even 30 minutes. They pull it right out the box because SHURE sends them the new mic and says, give me an honest review. They're not going to trash the mic they just got for free. I'm telling you that. I'm not going to do it, or maybe I would, but that's just me. They're not going to do it because they have an established YouTube page and they'll never get free things again. They want free things. Me, I buy all my stuff. That's why I'd rather be doing technology all day. I just can't afford all this new technology. I love to buy the new everything, but I'm just not a millionaire, so I can't do all that. Only Marcus can. Sorry, but I had to plug that in. The MV7 itself, his whole interface of the program, you download a program to the MV7 that hardly works. You can't see what you're recording. It doesn't have levels of saying, like my voice right now, it goes from high to low. I don't know what's even going on. But this thing can make it go dynamic and everything like that. You don't know what's going on until you put a headset on. Not all of us are wearing headsets at all times. So it depends on what you're doing. And I think it was really cheaply made just with the SHURE name on it. And it's not the SM7B, but it's close. And that's what kind of sells you into it. So don't buy into the hype. And if you're going to buy a SHURE microphone, make sure it's the SM7B. There's a reason why everyone uses that one and not the MV7. Makes a little bit of sense. Thank you for hanging out. If you like the content you've seen today, please like and subscribe. And hopefully I can do more reviews. Just let me know what you thought of this. Let me know what you think of other mics that I've never even thought about. But in the meantime, I'll catch you guys later. I'm out.